Namaste, 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 namo namaha.
Hello?
Yes, greetings, beloved. How are you? This is Ella.
Hey, how you doing? Let me turn this off.
Oh,
Trying to play some,
how polite of you.
I was trying to, you know, I had big plans and I was really, I've been depressed, but I was excited and I had big plans. I was going to fast until I talked to you and all that. And it just got the better of me. Now I'm sitting here with a bunch of takeout boxes around.
Well, let me.
It just didn't work out.
It didn't work out the way you expected it, and it's okay because at times when things don't work out for you, it's actually working out for you. The main fact that you feel some type of resistance is because you're not allowing the flow of the universe to bless you. So this is something that's been coming. Well, this is a message that has been delivered to me from your spirit guides prior to me calling you. So when you said, okay, you was going on a fast, that fast was actually a sign, or rather a practice of alignment with your highest good. But because at times you tend to not go with the flow, because that's what, when I, before calling you, I was in meditation and I was just like, going with the flow and going with the waves. And what your spirit guides were saying, like, this is what he needs to do. He needs to go with the flow in order for him to align himself with his highest good, or rather to align himself with what the universe has for you. Now, I understand that you wanted to touch on a love relationship, as you mentioned. However, your spirit guides is saying to me, listen, you are someone that has, how can you say, you have good intuition, okay? Your intuition is on point. However, due to external conditions, you're not tapping into that intuition, or rather you're not following your intuition. And what they're saying is, why is he asking you what is happening in his love relationship when he feels it? You feel and you know what is
Right.
happening to you. So in any event, beloved, stop second guessing yourself. This is something that they're saying. Listen, why is he second guessing yourself? There's no need, and it's okay to come to me because you need confirmation. So I understand that. But this is what your spirit guides is saying. Listen, if everything was flowing beautifully, you would not be trying to contact me for any type of advice. So the main fact, and hear me clearly, the main fact, and I'm going to give it to you raw, the main fact that you are seeking advice in terms of a relationship that you're in now, or someone that you're dealing with, that means that that person is not for you. You know why? Because if it was all gravy, and if it was happiness, and it was upliftment, and it was compatibility, this it wouldn't be that theme. The theme will be, how am I gonna grow with this person? How am I gonna build with this person? Are we going to have more children if you don't have children, or rather, are we going to have children? The theme is not, oh, or rather the question wouldn't be, oh, is this person for me, or look into this person. The Orisha that you want to get with, that they're recommending for you and they're speaking to me about, I understand, and I'm going to allow you to express yourself, but these are the messages that's coming through now. The Orisha that they're speaking to me about, in terms of you, is Yemaya. And Yemaya, are you familiar with her? Yeah, you're laughing
Yeah,
because you
that's
know.
her music I was playing when. Yeah, I know, I'm spoiled with her,
Yes.
because she's always spoiled me in a way. She years ago, I can't remember, 3 or 4 years ago.
Mhm.
She came to me, and I don't want to call it a dream because it was so real.
Yeah.
And
The real world. Mhm.
I was laying in bed, and she came to me, and she was in all white, and I couldn't see her face, but she asked me, "What is it that you want?" And I mean, not like she didn't say it like that.
Yeah, no.
She was saying, "What do you really want?" And I've been with this girl off and on for 3 years, and I remember. Well, a sister told me once, before I met this girl, or not before I met her, but maybe what? I'm sorry, I'm rambling here, but she said, you never really been in love, and I laughed. And I was seeing, a couple girls. I mean, it wasn't like I was playing. It was just, I was seeing some people, and I was seeing her, and I was kind of cavalier. She said, well, I'm going to move on. I'm really looking for something serious. And a few days went by, and I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping right, and realized I had feelings. This was almost 4 years ago. And so I ended up, falling in love, and, I realized that the relationship was probably just to teach me some things more than anything. But it was the first relationship, and I've been married before. I mean, I don't want to say I'm old, but I'm 52. And, to go 50 years and, in my 47th year or something like that, to be in love or fall in love, it's almost like I'm behind the curve or something, And
you're actually just living. You're actually just living. You're actually characterizing yourself, or rather, how can you say how can you say this? You are actually speaking negatively about yourself when you put an age to your experience. Because if you look at age, you know that age is nothing but a number. And then if you look at time, you know that time doesn't exist. So you say you 52. Okay, yes, you are 52. You're actually a young man. You're actually someone that has wisdom and knowledge. And what they're saying to me is, listen, the color blue resonates with you very well, dealing with expression. Not only external expression, but internal expression. So with that being said, when you spoke about 52, that tells me that you do have internal wisdom that has to come out. Now, you saying, okay, I was married before and all of that, but you gain lots of experience, and from experience come wisdom. So now you are ready now. This is the time now that you say, okay, this is what I want. You had this dream a little while back, right? That is foreseeing the future, or rather alignment with what is happening for you, or rather planting what is going to manifest. And that's why for me, I tell my clients, listen, your spirit guides tell me things about you that happened in the past, present, and future. You had that dream a little while back, which is now coming out into this, into the future, in a sense. Yemaya came to you and asked you, what is it that you desire? Because whatever it is that you desire is what you should be attracting. What you're going through now is not what you desire. So you're choosing to be in this relationship. You're choosing to experience these experiences with this particular person. So now the question is, what are you gaining? Are you gaining, or are you losing? But if you're losing, you're also gaining because you're learning. So what is it? You see?
It's a pattern that I have with trying to do that, be the knight in shining armor, and she was, or she is a person that had been through. She's my age, and she's been married a couple times, and the first guy beat her, and the second guy stole from her, and she was involved in some groups that, I don't think they're all that healthy, but, was just one of those things because I probably would have given up, you know, and I know some of this is ego and some of this is some other things, but I just had this vision of her back before, because those, back before she got all the, she was really damaged. And I know it was a vision because when I told her about it, because she's powerful spiritually too, but she ignored it and she doesn't want to be part of that. I mean, she's been visited by her ancestors. She's had people walk up to her and tell her things about her that her ancestors are trying to get through to her. But she doesn't really want to deal with that. And I had this vision of her, and I thought that the vision was meant for me to try to rescue her or to persevere with her. And maybe that's not what the message was, but it was of her before who she really is. Because right now, she lives out of her pain. It's not her authentic self. And, you know, I don't know. I wanted to bring that out, but then too, you know, I don't know. I think I fell in love with who the potential was, which I'm sure I'm not the first person to do that. So,
well, here's the thing.
Am I making any sense?
Go ahead.
No, I said, am I making any sense?
No, you're making totally. I over and understand you. But here's the thing. You meet people for many different reasons, and one of the main reasons, besides what I'm going to explain to you, is that you meet people to fulfill an emotional assignment. So when you try or attempt to fulfill an emotional assignment, within that assignment, you're going to rather, one, learn from this person, or two, bless this person. So once you have learned from this particular individual, or rather bless them in a way, you have fulfilled your emotional assignment. So it's now time for you to go your separate ways. Within the time span that you've came across this woman, I'm pretty sure that you've learned a lot from her, and she learned a lot from you. As you just said, you wanted to help her to realign herself, or rather acknowledge her fullest potential, right? So this is why you came into it, because you've seen her, on top of you having these additional feelings for her, you've seen something inside of her, or rather you've seen something about her that you said, you know what, I think I can help this person. That's good. That's the reason why you aligned yourself with her. That's fine. But once you see that she wasn't ready for that alignment, then it's time for you to go your separate ways, because you tried. And the main reason, what was the core? The core thing was for you to help her grow spiritually. And if she is not ready to grow spiritually, why should you be held back for her not wanting to grow? You, the same way you found her, you need to wash yourself, or cleanse yourself, or sage yourself, take baths, whatever you need to do to ward off her spirit, or wash off her spirit, and resonate with the true God that's inside of you, beloved. Because, as they say, you have high, what is your sign?
Aries.
Are you a March Aries?
No, April 6th.
April 6th? Okay, you're the number 6, such as myself. So you're dealing with someone that, again, intuition, very nurturing, a nurturing person, family oriented, cares for others, sacrifices themselves for others. That is all your potential. However, when you flip that 6 upside down, you have the number 9, completion, ending, knowing when to have balance with yourself, and knowing when to have balance with other people, or rather how other people treat you. Because right now, beloved, you are out of balance. And that's why your spirit guides were saying he has to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Expression.
Right.
You're out of balance right now. Go ahead.
I know. That's how the argument started, really. Because everything was out of balance. It was like I was given 100, and I was getting back, 40, 50%. I was getting her spare time, and I mean, you know what I mean. it just wasn't even. And I wasn't happy with the way we separated because I felt like it was, even though I had legitimate, grief, I think, it was kind of, I don't know, the way it went down was kind of immature for me. It wasn't like a big, we raised our voices, but it wasn't really like yelling at each other. It was more like everybody trying to stress their point. But, I was disappointed in myself because I found it selfish to me.
But here's the thing, beloved. I'm going to tell you right now, as they're speaking to me, they're saying, listen, if the universe didn't separate you from this woman, you wouldn't have went nowhere. It's time to let go. The appointment, the emotional assignment has expired. You have overstayed your welcome in this relationship, and you're trying to make it work. Okay, because what? Oh, because I'm getting older. No, you're not. You just started living. You just started living.
No, I mean,
you understand?
It wasn't that. No, I understand exactly what you're saying, and you're right. But I don't think it was like a fear that I was older. I really do love her. I know what Maya is saying, and I know she's right. And it's not about I'm being honest with you, and that's all I really. So I just wanted to hear her tell me, and I knew through my grief I wasn't going to be able to hear her. I was trying to learn, always, trying to learn more about the Orisha, and I saw you on YouTube, and you just had this aura of I don't know how to put it. You have that comforting, nurturing kind of look, and so part of me, the kid part, was like, I know she will make me feel better. And when I say that, it don't sound good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, because I know that's the immature part. Not that I didn't know you were the real deal. It's like I knew you knew what you were talking about. Because I've listened to you. You can, if you've been on YouTube a while, you can see who is what. But I guess I wanted confirmation, and I knew she would speak to you, and I know she speaks to me. It's just that I didn't want to let go.
Right.
And so it's like I just needed to hear that. And I knew I'm pretty, I have an idea of what my mission is and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I've always been both blessed. I've been blessed to know I've been able to avoid a lot of, for lack of a better word, false prophets. The phony people. I think I'm good at, and I don't say that because I have these great goods. I'm just good at picking fruit, if you know what I mean. And I knew that you were exactly what you say you were. And so I just wanted you to tell me kind of what I knew. And because I'm spoiled.
You are spoiled, and there's nothing wrong with being spoiled, beloved. I am spoiled. I'm rotten spoiled. It's okay. You understand? I'm being honest, but here's the key: balance. Balance is the key to everything. You can be as spoiled as you want to be, because guess what? You spoil yourself. So of course somebody else who comes into your life or wants to be in your personal space has to treat you the same way you treat yourself. That is okay. However, if you are not receiving that love that you give for yourself and you're also giving to somebody else, then you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. So forget you being balanced. Forget you being spoiled. It is how other people treat you. That's the key. It's about what you accept from other people. Because here it is, say for example, here it is, you're living this beautiful, wonderful life. You're treating yourself good. You're taking yourself out to all of these, wine and dine and expensive restaurant, and you're living a single life, right? And then you come across this beautiful goddess or whatnot, and you're like, okay, well, let me bring her into my circle. But then this beautiful goddess that you bring into your circle always want to just take, 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 and just feed off of you. That is what is called a parasite, beloved. And you still gonna do for her. Why? Because you do for yourself. So you still gonna give her what you give for yourself because you don't see it as anything. But then after a while, the spirit becomes low. Your spirit becomes low because you got a parasite that is what? Eating you, eating you, eating you, eating you, or taking away on the low. And on the low becomes on the high. And you as an Aries, you are the ram. I am. You are the God. I am that I am. You are that I am. So if you speak those mantras or that affirmation into the universe, I am that I am, you are that I am, and you attract this particular sister, beloved, she is not what you are. Not on a holistic level. She can be, but she's not. Keeping it real. You understand? So in this situation, I definitely feel like, or not definitely feel, what your spirit guides is definitely putting into play is healing, 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 and letting go of things that no longer serves you any good, as you know. And then too, as you was just as you just recommended or you just suggested, you was going to go on a fast. Fasting is always good to cleanse, and to get closer to your spirit, or rather the source code within you. In addition to that, if you haven't been taking any spiritual baths, I will recommend the spiritual bath as well. The water element is equal to the number six, because again, number six is like the nurturing and the family and the intuition, such as what you already have. So in any event, I have that on my site, Yamaya Bath, that you can take advantage of. And then two, just sending positive light and sending positive vibration to this beloved sister that you just separated from, because she needs help. She definitely needs help. She definitely needs healing as well. I feel like in this situation, it was she needed comfort as well, and you align yourself with somebody that, or rather, you didn't align yourself, but you are someone to give comfort. So if someone is looking for comfort and you are someone that gives comfort, that that match, that will come about. And it's all good because you played your part. However, enough is enough with getting played. That's the thing. And it's okay again to be spoiled and stuff like that, but there's levels to this. As I tell different men, listen, there's levels to this. You understand? It's levels. So,
Yeah.
in any event, bless her on her journey. Claim that she finds what she's looking for, with someone else. You have given her what she needed to move forward. And continue to love yourself so that you can attract someone else that will love themselves. So it's all about compatibility. And when you ask me, or not when you ask me, but if you're concerned about you finding someone new, I do see you actually with someone new. How soon will you be? I'm not sure of that. The primary thing, or the primary concept, or the primary experience that you should go through, is what they're saying is releasing, and not only releasing this current situation, but releasing past situations as well, past relationships that might have been open that you never got closure to, is what they're saying. So definitely your heart chakra is it's ringing green, and it's ringing lime green. So that's, that's different. That's a little bit different. So it's more so like it's hot, it's heating. And it shouldn't be that color. Um, you gotta like bring it down a little bit. And then two, the color blue. And that blue is representing expression, and that blue is also relating to Yemaya, the mother of Orishas. So in any event, when you go into your meditation mode, you can even do candle healing with both of those colors. On a Wednesdays, what they're saying, Wednesdays will be your good times to do candle rituals. And then again, spiritual baths, and then sending out the light of positivity and love, because whatever it is that you sent out to the universe, as you know, it comes back right to you. So you want that. You want positivity. You want love. You want, to be healed again. You want to, be able to love again, because going through these different situations, you know, you may not know how to love again because of what you've been going through. It's like, damn, well, how do I open myself up to somebody else? Do I trust this person?
Right. That's how I feel. I got to tell you, that was hard to hear, that I got to move on. I mean, and it's, you're not the first person to say it, but, I mean, I know now I just feel, I don't know, it's just hard. I just gotta.
It's challenging, beloved. It's not hard. It's challenging. It's a challenge, and once you've overcome your challenge, you're gonna be like, damn, I've been through a lot. Damn, that was a good lesson. That was a good assignment. That was a good emotional assignment, because right now this is what you're going through. You're going through an emotional assignment. So if you keep saying that it's hard, guess what? You're gonna fail. That's how when you take a test and you be like, damn, that test was hard. Most likely you might have failed. Right? Right. So, as you said, other people have told you, this from yourself. You know that your gut feeling has been expressing this to you. So now I'm just providing you with solutions that will help you through this healing process, because you are worthy. Another thing that you can do is just, tap into the universal law of attachment and understand that concept. Have no attachment to no one or nothing. No one or nothing, because nothing is guaranteed. Not even your damn children. Being honest.
I just don't, It's going to take me a while to learn that one. No, I shouldn't say that. And I know I shouldn't put those things out there like that. It's a challenge.
It is.
Because, I know you know how I feel about my children and grandchildren, all that. So.
Yep. I do, but again, so the question is, do you continue to live in misery, or do you accept what has happened to you and find happiness elsewhere?
I move forward.
Your children, your grandchildren, everyone is still gonna love you. That's not gonna change. That is not going to change. If you have been pure with your heart, then everyone will notice that. People notice things that are evil, like, oh nah, when my father, or when he was going through that thing, he always kept it real with us, or he always was there for us, or he always loved us. I deal with people, or rather I deal with clients from all walks of life. And I can tell you that some of my clients are still battling childhood trauma, where their parents separated and their father just left them for dead. And no contact with their father at all. And they remember that. So in your situation, it's not like that. You're not leaving no one for dead. You're just finding your happiness elsewhere. You didn't shut your phone off and tell your children that, yo, don't call me no more and I'm not going to be there for you. No, you didn't do that. That did not happen. So that can never be said about you. So, and in the event, I understand that at times you might want to, go in your shell, but the shell is not forever. I would recommend that you do go in your shell because you do need some alone time. And then you will come back out. And then you will be able to deal with your family accordingly. But you need this time for yourself. And you do not need to be emotionally eating. That's another thing. Okay.
I'm gonna get the bath. I'm gonna take the bath. Start the bath.
I think that you will benefit greatly from that bath. And it's freshly made too. I prepare them on site. It's not something that is from a manufacturer. No. I make that. I make them. So,
I'm gonna do that and hope. I need to get there some water. I need to get there somebody post.
Mhm.
And so that's what I'm gonna try to plan to after the fast. I'm gonna ask Maya if she will let me come to her, and that'll be my retreat. Because I feel like that's money.
Yeah. And get your mind right. You're Aries. You actually feel like a water sign. You actually feel like a water sign, and you might feel like a water sign because you're a number 6, and 6 deals with that nurturing and intuition and things of that nature. But your element for me, how I'm picking up and what your spirit guides are saying is water. Your water energy. So your moon might be in water. If in any event your moon sign might be water, your rising sun might be water, but you really have that, like, the go-to person in a sense, type of energy with you. So that's always a good thing, but the go-to person has to be strong. That's it.
Well,
mind, body, and soul wise.
Out of balance.
Say that again.
You think I could just be out of balance as an Aries, or just because I do have a temper, but I have had, because things like I had gotten custody of my younger kids and stuff, and I felt like I had to be the mother and the father. I think I somehow got out of balance, but I'm not sure.
Well, your opposite sign is Libra. So Libra, and that's interesting because we were speaking about balancing and balancing and balancing, and it just dawned to me your spirit guides were saying, but Libra, your opposite sign is Libra. So we're dealing with the scales. So we're dealing with what I was mentioning to you. Remember when I said your heart chakra, the color is like a very light green. So in any event, if we practice the 42 laws of Mayat or Ma'at, we have what is known as, is your heart lighter than a feather, and if your heart is not lighter than a feather, then you're not ascending. You cannot ascend to higher consciousness. So you have to have that balance, you see.
I'm laughing because I just heard, I don't think it was you. I don't even think it was you. It was another show, and they were talking about, judgment or something. And they were talking about, they mentioned that same passage about your heart being light as a feather. And I think it was Chief Yuya.
Okay, well then that's a confirmation for you again. That's another message for you again. For you to know, to heal that. And again, it's not just from this past experience here, from past relationships.
Right. And I can feel that too, Dan, now that you say it. Because there's some relationships that I didn't have closure with. Not that I fully understand even what that is, but
well,
it's probably why I never.
Right. When you say you don't quite know what it is, it's like you're not going to know what it is until you come into complete alignment with yourself. When you come into that, you know, that closure within yourself, then you'll realize what it is. Because yes, I am a psychic medium, but I don't you know yourself better than I know yourself. Know
Right,
you in
right.
a sense. So
Yeah.
you have to come into that realization of what it is. You have to come into that closure within yourself. You got to put in that spiritual work. I put in spiritual work. You got to put in spiritual work. We all got to put in
Right,
spiritual work.
right.
All right. So, in any event, beloved, this session has been recorded. I will send you a copy of this, via email. Would you like this to be private, or would you like this? Do you give me permission to, um, publish it publicly?
If you felt like it would help somebody, I guess, excuse me, I don't know, I'm a little embarrassed, but if you feel like it would help somebody, then sure.
I think that this session will definitely help my audience. As you seen a video of mine, and I'm pretty sure you seen a session of somebody else which helped you. This session in
Yeah.
particularly would definitely help my audience and the people that are seeking guidance. However, there's nothing to be embarrassed about, none whatsoever, because guess what? We are all going through a personal situation. Everybody. And everyone has not yet mastered physical experiences with love, with family, with money, with just dealing with themselves, with even food. So in any sense, it shouldn't be a form of embarrassment, but I do understand where you're coming from. But beloved, this is life. You see, this is life. So I thank you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for choosing me. I do always recommend that my first time clients, you feel free to recommend me to anyone else that will benefit from my services.
Yeah.
Okay, beloved. Thank you so much. Create a bless.
Thank you.
I'll email you my website.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there. I'm going to go back.
Oh.
I had trouble on that. I'm going to go to a different route.
Okay, beloved. All right, beloved. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You too, ma'am.